Hello everybody, it's me, Dana. I've been quite creative the past few weeks and I wanted to show you some of the things that I created. So if any of you are stuck for some creative, thoughtful gifts, here are some ideas. Didn't have to be for Christmas, it could be for any time of the year, alright? Okay. The first one is I had a plain cardboard box that I had bought a room nebulizer aromatherapy thing, and I liked the box because of the way it opened, right? It opened like this and it was a nice box, so I'm going to keep it and use it for something. So what I ended up doing is finding some pieces of paper and stuff that I was drawn to and that I liked, and I decoupaged them onto the box. So on the top I had an adult coloring book, and I colored one of the pages and then I decoupaged that onto the top. So it says, "You are powerful beyond measure." And it's got a nice shiny gleam to it. And then I took some sparkle paint and I went over the "You are powerful" with some sparkle paint on that. On the side I've got "Believe some impossible things today." And then there's some owls. And these were all clips and pieces of paper that I found in the same coloring book. On the other side, I found a nice photo of some hummingbirds in a magazine that I liked. And then on the back, this is one of my doodle arts, just me doodling around. And this is a piece of paper that I made with white paper and food coloring. So I kind of like the design, so I put those on the back. And then some of the paper that I also made I put on the front. And another piece of paper from the coloring book that I photocopied in black and white. I got it upside down here. It's a butterfly. It's decoupaged on the inside. Now on the front here, what I did is I had a jar full of buttons. So I picked out an array of buttons that I really liked and I glued them onto the front. I made kind of a design with that. So the centerpiece is a sunshine, which I took off of a belt that I got at the thrift store for 50 cents. So this is a beautiful, beautiful box to put other gifts in, and is a gift in itself because of the inspirational sayings on it. Now I want to put a few other sayings on the inside, and I spoke to the person who the gift is for and have been asking them for, motivational, inspirational sayings that they like, that really resonate with them, and I write those on the front and inside the box, right? So, but for now, it's a beautiful, beautiful box that says, "You are powerful beyond measure." What a beautiful message to look at every day, right? So, that's one gift. Another gift I created was, I'm going to unwrap this. I found this, it's got magnets in it. So it can be, it's a necklace, right? But it's got turquoise stones and hematite. And it's very powerful. And it can be worn as a bracelet or a necklace or whatever. And because of the magnetic qualities, it's very playful and fun. And the blue colors remind me of the person that I am giving the the gift too. So that was a beautiful find, right? The second thing I did was I took an old sweater and I cut it up and I made 3 gifts out of the sweater. I'll show you those next. Okay, so if you take an old sweater and you cut it off from underneath the arms down, okay? So you use the body of the sweater. Now I cut that round part in half, and with the front panel I sewed it together. So this would be like the length, this is the bottom of the sweater, right? And I took the front piece and I made it into a hat. Okay, so I sewed it back up and I made it into a hat. Now in the front, I had all those buttons, so I sewed some buttons on the front. And a bow on the end. So you can make this, you could make this hat shorter if you wanted. You could make it, you could cut it down shorter and make it a shorter hat if you wanted. It's up to you. So this is how I ended up making it. My hat. And it's got the buttons and it's really quite cute. So I had enough material because of the front panel and the back to make 2 hats. So, didn't cost me nothing. An old sweater, a little bit of time, and some buttons. Also out of that sweater, I cut the ends of the sleeves off and made little cozies for these coffee mugs. Okay, got some candy cane in there. The mugs were plain white mugs. I made them personalized with a Sharpie marker. I wrote the name on there and some other characteristics and words that reminds me of the person. So if you do that, if you draw on a plain mug with the Sharpie marker, then you put it in the oven. You put it on a cookie sheet and into the cold oven. And then you turn the oven on to 350 and you let the cup warm up with the oven, okay? And then you bake it for 20 minutes once it's reached 350. And then you turn the oven off and you let it cool down in the oven. And then this becomes permanent. So now it's permanent, okay? Because I've already done that process. And then I got the end of the thing, and I cut a little slit there for the handle, and got a little cozy. Now I plan on to get a package of hot cocoa and this candy cane. That will go in there, okay? Or maybe a gift certificate for a favorite coffee shop. So I made 2 mugs and nope, it didn't break. So there's the other mug. It's for him. So I got 2 mugs and 2 cozies, and those will go inside the decorated box. And that's a very nice little gift to give to somebody. Okay. Then I found at the store a couple of cheap metallic letters. Very sparkly. If you can't find sparkly ones, well, get some sparkles and some spray glue. So 2 personalized mugs with cozies and the letters of the names. And 2 toques. All from an old sweater. That was pretty easy. Next gift coming up. Next gift, I had a huge piece of black material. And I thought, well, what can I make with that? And I gotta tell you, my sewing skills are not that great. So most of this was done with that liquid stuff called Spitzel, and then gone over by little parts of it were I went over with the machine, and some parts I did by hand. So the first thing I made was a cushion this is for my daughter, okay? So the one side of the cushion I painted on with acrylic paint, water-based acrylic paint, and that will stay on, it will be permanent. I painted on a heart, and I just painted on the words love everywhere. So she recently got engaged. I thought that would be a lovely gift. The heart is mostly in purple because that's her favorite color. On the other side, I just wrote some fun words. Play, laugh, smile, share, happy. And I did this also with acrylic paint. Very light. It's not like it's bold and sticking out chunks of paint. You know, you just got your paintbrush out and just did that. So that was a very easy peasy sewing project for me. The next was I took a square piece of the material and I cut a hole in it, and I wanted to make my daughter a super cute apron. So here's how it turned out. First of all, I got my paint out and I painted the material, abstract and random, because then she would know it was definitely from her mom. Next up, so there's the hole I cut, right? Painted it. I made some straps. Nice and long so you can wrap them around, tie them in the front. Okay. I put a white edge on the bottom. So this was all made from scrap material. As you can see that. I had a lot of fun. It's got gold bias here and gold bias. And then I tried to make it look kind of like a collar here. And I've got silver and gold and funky different kinds of buttons, and then some frilly stuff at the top. She will definitely know. It wasn't bought at this store. I know she's going to have lots of fun with this. We saw this really super cute, kind of sexy looking apron in this store one time when we were out shopping, and she loved it. So I wanted to create something like that for her that would definitely, you know, it's fun like her and fun like me, and it's a beautiful combination. My daughter loves clothes. She loves fashion. She loves the hair, the makeup. And then there's, and the mall, right? And then there's me. I prefer au naturel, no makeup. And to be playful and creative with my clothing, right? So we're very different, but we bounce well off of each other. So I had a lot of fun making that for her. The next gift was this dress I found, and it's got the big NY for New York, and it actually says New York in this funky lettering on both sides and then across the back. What I thought would be fun would to paint the letters and make it look like graffiti, and so I did. And so it says dream big, and it says love, and it says be yourself. And I had a lot of fun painting this dress to make it look like that. gift. And one of my daughter's favorite places that we've gone to was New York. So I plan on giving this to her. Now, if she chooses to wear it as a dress or it's pajamas, up to her. But also another thing that has a lot of meaning for her and me. Didn't cost a lot of money. I found the dress at a thrift store for $10. And I know she's going to love the personal touch I put in, because the sayings that I did in the graffiti type are sayings that she likes. Again, like the ones I plan on to put in this decorated box. So there's some very cool, unique gift ideas. Also, I found candles. Every once in a while you find a big, beautiful candle in the thrift store, right? Got out my sparkle paint and put some sparkle paint on there and put on some ribbon and maybe a pine cone or something and decorate it up or make it look more bathroomy like, whatever. And that can also go into the gift basket. Didn't cost much time or money. Had fun creating all of these things with materials mostly I found around the house, and my imagination, my creativity, and a whole lot of love. So I hope you're inspired to create something for someone you care for. Smiles to you. It's me, Dana.